Hello, today's Bible study comes from Acts chapter 21. It's a short one today. It's verses 37 through 40, and it reads as follows. As the soldiers were about to take Paul into the barracks, he asked the commander, "May I say something to you?" "Do you speak Greek?" he replied. "Aren't you the Egyptian who started a revolt and led 4,000 terrorists out into the wilderness some time ago?" Paul answered, "I am a Jew from Tarsus in Cilicia, a citizen of no ordinary city. Please let me speak to the people." After receiving the commander's permission, Paul stood on the steps and motioned to the crowd. When they were all silent, he said to them in Aramaic. Well, this is Paul's chance when he gets to speak to the crowd. He's allowed to speak to them. And the Roman commander, you remember, he had put Paul in chains as the prophet had told him. And it was only because he suspected Paul was a troublemaker. But he had a heart. He gave Paul a permission to speak to the crowd. Um, but it was probably to calm the crowd down or to get them to subside in some form or fashion. So Paul motioned his hand and to the people, and they got silent. And he spoke to them in Hebrew, Arabic language. Um, it doesn't say exactly what he said in this at this passage at this time, but it does say that Paul took the time and he answered. He asked him a question. "Do you speak Greek?" He replied. And aren't you the Egyptian who started a revolt and led 4,000 out of the wilderness some time ago? And Paul answered and said, "I am a Jew." Pretty much know who I am. I'm a Jew from Tarsus in Cilicia and a citizen of no ordinary city. So let me speak to the people. And Paul did as I said, but after receiving commander's permission, it says Paul stood at the steps in motion to the crowd, and when they quieted down and were silent, he said to them in Aramaic. It doesn't say what he said just yet, but we will be continuing this reading because this was just a short break in passage. But this is Paul getting the opportunity to speak to the crowd. And remember, this crowd is the crowd that had Paul arrested. Amen.